Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I am super excited. So I don't know if you guys remember in the previous, one of the previous episodes, I showed you my stack and how big it was. It was pretty big at the time, but last month we were able to pay off some more bills, and so it's getting smaller. Unfortunately, last month when I went to start making payments off of a bill, I called and they unfortunately had sent us to collections. So I called the Dave Ramsey office. If you don't know who he is or about him, I'll speak more about that. But I called his office to find out because I know how he gets rid of credit card debt, but I wanted to know if medical bills were maybe handled differently. But no, it's not. It's still the same way. It's still the small snowball effect where you pay off the smallest bill first and keep working your way up. And I was a little concerned because I was like, but what about the one in collections? Shouldn't that one get taken care of first? But then I was thinking, but then while we're taking care of that one, more are going to be sent to collections. So I'm just going to follow what Dave Ramsey says, and we're working our way. So I am excited though. I'm not going to worry about the one in collections right now. I'm just going to follow and keep going because this stack is getting smaller and it's going to be great. Now, as my bills are flying away, something I want to share with you is I have a journal. It says Dream Big. Now, when I was finally determined that we were going to save up for a home, I went out and got a journal. Now, in the very first episode, I talked about when you have your dream, have a plan, write it out, make it plain, make it clear. And that's what I did. I went and got myself a journal, and I love journals. And whenever I buy a journal, it has to speak to where we're at, to the season that we're in. So when I saw this one, I thought, this is perfect. This is going to be all about our home, saving up to buy a home. Inside, it's filled with debt that we actually did pay off. This is debt that's already paid off. But it's also filled with Dave Ramsey's ways of saving money. He gives us examples and how to lay things out, how to figure out how much you need to save monthly to be able to save up to buy a home. It's also filled with all sorts of quotes from people, different types of people, but I'm going to read you some here. There's a couple of here that are my favorite right now that Dave Ramsey actually says. He says a budget isn't a no, it's a plan, right? And then he also says my goals are bigger than my excuses. So I look at this journal and I look at these quotes and I look at different scriptures that speak to us, just to remind myself of the promises of God that we will one day have a home. I was at a point where, you know what, we're tired. We're tired of moving from place to place to place to place without a place to call our own. And that's our goal. That's our dream, is to have a place that we can call our own. And so I look at this journal just to get encouraged again, because there are times where you're going to be discouraged because everybody around you is living their lives and it's hard to do what you're doing. But you know what? It is so worth it because you're next. You're going to be, I feel like Pastor Sam, you're next. You should read that book, by the way. I need to. Anyways, Dave Ramsey, if you don't know who he is, Dave Ramsey is the founder of Financial Peace University, and he is a cash advocate where you pay cash only. No credit card debt whatsoever. Don't get into it. And so we've been following him for quite some time, and he actually helped us to get out of debt with credit cards years ago. And so now we're back in debt with medical bills, but we're still applying the same principles to this debt. And so Dave Ramsey, if you go to his website, Financial Peace University, it is full of resources. It's full of books. It's full of even things that to teach your kids on how to save. It's full. He even talks about it's not necessarily just buying a home. A lot of people call him. He has a radio station. A lot of people call him in regards to buying a home. But he also has information on retirement, what that looks like, how to save up for that, all sorts of stuff, you guys. But I just want to encourage you to keep going. Get on the bandwagon, and you know what? Go follow Dave Ramsey. He even has an Every Dollar app that you can download, and it teaches you how to budget monthly. If you're not used to working with a budget, this will lay it out for you. It has everything listed, and you just put whatever you need to put in, and it'll even show you maybe some things that you don't need to be spending money on, that you can sacrifice for the time being of saving. And so I just want to encourage you, get connected with Dave Ramsey, start following him, start listening to him, because you need to listen to voices that are encouraging you to go for it, reach your goals, and stop listening or even looking and watching other people that are not walking the same walk that you're walking. And so I just want to encourage you, keep going, dream, plan, live, and start today, because there's no time like the present. See you guys today next week.